Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. So if this is your first time here, what I do on this channel is I show you a deck from my personal collection and I talk about it. I have sections to each part of this video down below in the description box, so if you're just interested in a particular part, feel free to jump to that section. But I would appreciate it if you listen to the entire thing. So today we'll be taking a look at this mass market tarot deck called the Sweet Foragers Tarot. This is by Sam Rook and published by Rockpool. So this is one of their smaller size tarots, which I absolutely adore the size of. I have, I think, 3 of these. I have the Sweet Foragers, I have the Valurious Tarot, which are both by Sam Rook, and I also have the Squid Cake Marseille. So I like the size, and oops. This is what the inside of the box looks like, colored in this really bright green. And then you have here the guidebook, Sweet Foragers Tarot. You have the introduction, the major and minor arcana, and some details about Sam Rook. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I also posted my Tarot 2024 goals, and one of them was to read at least 12 books for 2024, which includes tarot guidebooks. And I'm happy to report that I already have completed 1 book out of the 12. It's because I read this book from cover to cover. Now, I know you might think that I am cheating because this is a really small book. But come on, give me a break. I haven't read a book or completed reading a book in a while. Like, I would probably say years, because I have been reading, but to read a book cover to cover, I haven't done that. It feels like years. And I needed to, I needed this win. I needed to ease myself into it. So okay, so that's just one goal ticked off my, or not goal, one thing ticked off of my list of things to do for 2024. And I wanted to share with you what I really like about this particular guidebook is it is written as if it is the journal of the Fool. So, So, hi, I'm the Fool, and if you're reading this, it means that you found my journal. So it's a very easy read because it's like, it's just the Fool is talking about, or just writing down in the journal, the characters that he meets, she meets along the way. And then for the major arcana, you also have, some of the cards have spreads that you can use for each particular card. So it's not for all, like for the High Priestess, you don't have it. But it does go through most of the major arcana. You have that particular spread. It doesn't have that for the minors, but it is still a very interesting read all throughout because, again, it is written as if it is a journal written by the Fool. So for the major arcana, it talks about the Fool's journey and the characters he meets along the way. And yeah, I find it really entertaining, and it was an easy read for me to read this from cover to cover. And I've been really starting to appreciate Sam Rook's art. And I'm also excited to share the rest of the deck with you guys. So this is the deck. It is smaller than standard tarot size, gilded in this green, similar to the inside of the box. It is matte, snaps back really well. And these are the backs, which are reversible. Okay, to show you size comparison, this is what it looks like next to a standard tarot size deck, just shorter and a little bit narrower. Alright, so I zoomed in so we can take a closer look at the cards. So it is bordered, but it's like a forest type theme border, and then you have the number at the top and the name at the bottom. The art style is very whimsical. It's a bit fey, a bit cosmic even. And even though it does have borders, it doesn't distract from the art because I think it just looks like it's part of the art. And I like how I like borders that are like that. I don't really mind borders. I don't have to have all of my decks borderless. And I do like it when it is integrated as part of the art. This one, the guidebook entry for this one is really, really cute. Let me read it out because I just found it so charming. So, and it's a short one. So let's just see. And the guidebook entry slash journal entry for the chariot says, I almost killed someone today. As I trudged through the forest, I heard a teeny voice shout, Hey, watch it! Glancing down, I saw a tiny fairy riding a snail, snapping the reins as the snail scrooched along at, well, a snail's pace. Crouching, I asked where he was headed. I have errands to run and can't waste them on small talk, he barked. When I pointed out that he wasn't moving very quickly, he sighed. What may not seem fast to you can be lightning speed to me. We're all running our own race. The important thing is that we keep moving. Now, if you don't mind, I have places to be. So I stepped over him, making sure I kept up my own momentum. And then you also have here the spread. So this is the chariot's race. Oops. What is causing me to drag my feet? What I have to gain from moving forward. And I like the message that it isn't just about always moving forward. It also makes you think about keeping your own pace. Everyone is not running at the same pace. So I like that extra layer that this card, this little deck, this perspective that this deck gave me. So, I think it was at that point that I realized I was hooked on reading the guidebook. So I've completely... It was very easy for me to read the rest of the entries for after that one. Because, I was interested about the characters that the Fool meets and how she wrote about them in her journal. Wheel of Fortune. So it's very colorful. It's very bright. I really appreciate the colors in this deck because there's a lot of pinks, which is my favorite color, and I do love bright decks. It's a very fun, very easy to read. And yeah, this and the Valerius Tarot, I've been... this deck actually replaced my Valerius Tarot in my work table because I work mostly from home, and usually when I'm at meetings, I attend a lot of meetings. When I'm just listening and not really have to participate as much, I would have a deck on my hands and I would try to shuffle it and just it's a relaxing activity, and it's also time that I spend with my decks. And previously, I was using the Valerius Tarot for that because it's a comforting thing to do, when you're bored. Oh, I have hair. And this deck actually replaced the Valerius for me as that deck that I would shuffle mindlessly during calls. And yeah, it's been an easy reader. I am excited to read from it because of its quirky characters. Because the guidebook is very easy to read as well. It's just a playful energy, but it's not a deck that holds back. It tells you like it is, but it is a fun and playful deck. I also like the entry on that one for the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So now I'm interested in the other decks created by Sam Rook. I think she also created the Macau Tarot. And she does have a clown themed one, but I don't really think I'm gonna get that because I am not fond of clowns. So let me just go through the rest of the cards. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. I also like that there's a lot of diversity in the characters that she drew. Of course, they are mostly Fae energy, but you know, there are different colors, different ethnicities, body shapes, body types, age. So I do appreciate that about this deck. As always, feel free to slow down, speed up, or pause if you want to take a closer look at the cards. Yeah. Nine. And the Ten of Swords. Page. Knight. Queen and King. And then lastly the crystals or the pentacles. She's cute. 7, 8. I also love this card. This is the Nine of Crystals, Nine of Pentacles. I think this is the only one without a character on the card, but it looks so pretty. The colors are just perfect. Then you have the 10, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. Okay, so I zoomed out a little because so that you can see how this shuffles. And because it is a smaller deck, it does feel a little stiff to riffle shuffle, but it is doable. And I think that if I continue to work with it, it will soften up even further, similar to how the Everyday Tarot did for me. Yeah, so I can still riffle and bridge this deck, but my preferred way to shuffle it right now would be to overhand it this way. So this is what I do when I'm attending calls. Just, you know, shuffling the cards. So the Eight of Crystals wants to be red. And I'll choose another one because it's a relatively short entry, so I think I can get another one so that you have, oops, okay, an idea of how it reads. So you also have the Knight of Wands. So, where is the guidebook? Hold on. Okay, so for the Eight of Crystals, you have the keywords apprenticeship and learning a trade. And the journal entry says, the sound of the pickaxe hitting stone rang in my ears. I watched as the workperson hammered away at the stone, prizing out crystals. They worked with ease and precision. My grandpa taught my mom and she taught me, they explained as they worked. At this point, it's as easy as breathing, just second nature. I watched their skilled hands at work and thought about how they would be able to earn their own livelihood no matter where they went because of the skills they acquired. So that is the entry for the Eight of Crystals, and then we'll go to the Knight of Wands, where the keywords are fearlessness, drive, and action. Oops, sorry for the shake. I asked what the tattoo of flames around his arm meant. I'd walk through fire to get what I want, and I have, he replied proudly. The center showed me the burns on his hooves as proof. Nothing would stop him from going after what he wanted, and I wasn't sure if I should be impressed or afraid. I asked if he wasn't concerned he'd end up dead from being so impulsive. I'd rather be dead than not have taken a risk, he declared. Well, hard to argue with that. Some risks may not seem worth taking, but you'll never know unless you take them. So that is how the guidebook reads for this deck. Like I mentioned, I really do enjoy reading this because they feel Um, they feel relatable and easy to digest for somebody who is, let's say, new to tarot. I think this would be a great deck to start with if you are drawn to the art, and if it costs you, it is relatively inexpensive compared to other decks because it is mass market. And I think the pricing for these decks are a bit lower compared to full-size tarot. And yeah, I really like the images. I like the stories that are on each of the cards. I like the colors. And I think that Sam Rook did a really good job with this deck. Oh, I really love that. If you are interested in getting the deck, I got my copy from Amazon. I will be linking it down below, but please do know that I have signed up to become an Amazon associate, so if you do use the link and purchase a deck, I will make a small commission out of it. It doesn't cost anything additional for you, but if you are interested in picking up the deck, I would appreciate it if you use the link. Anyway, that has been the flip through of the Sweet Foragers Tarot. I hope you find this video helpful, and don't forget to click on the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. See you again next time. Bye!